But anyways, this is Arch Deluxe times.
No, it isn't, because it doesn't exist.
Well, I mean, like, no, but we're... No such thing. We're reminiscing about when it was Arch Deluxe times. When Batman Forever was not only the movie, but the soundtrack of the summer.
Okay, this is the whole point of it all. Is because, I'm pretty sure that the Batman sandwich was before the Arch Deluxe. But it was like a fucking, like, mini sub. And then it didn't have... It had regular fucking mayonnaise.
So not McChicken sauce.
No, it had McChicken sauce.
Okay, so the mayonnaise was McChicken sauce?
On the Batman one.
On the Batman.
On the Batman one.
Okay, so their mayonnaise is always McChicken sauce.
So it's like a burger with onions, tomatoes, lettuce, and mayonnaise.
You're avoiding the question. It's
fucking every fucking mayonnaise in McDonald's is McChicken sauce.
Then call it what it is. You call a spade a spade. It's fucking McChicken
What a
sauce.
fucking dumb question. Every fucking mayonnaise they have is McChicken sauce. Mayo style McDonald's bullshit.
Yeah, well, what are we just gonna call their nuggets? Nuggets? No, we call them McNuggets.
Okay.
So we call their fucking mayonnaise McChicken
Back
sauce.
to the point is that I'm pretty sure the Arch Deluxe either came out just after it or right around the same time. But the difference between Arch Deluxe was that in Canada, the Arch Deluxe was burger, onions, lettuce, tomatoes, and a McChicken style sauce with some kind of crazy pepper bullshit added to it. So it was like a pepper McChicken sauce.
I like how you had to say McChicken style sauce.
That's what they call it. You look at the fucking wrapper. That's what it says.
Well, you remember the rapper from like 1994?
Yes! They still say that. It still says it right on the thing. It's like mayo style sauce. It's like, so it's not mayo.
No, but you said McChicken style sauce.
Yeah, it says McChicken sauce.
That was even like...
Or McChicken mayo style sauce.
Yeah.
So it's not even mayonnaise, it's just McChicken mayo style sauce. So what the fuck is that?
You girls like to eat McChicken mayo style
You guys want some
sauce.
mayonnaise? Well, we got some mayo style McChicken sauce if you're into that.
That's like some Miracle Whip bullshit.
It's basically like that. Miracle Whip calling itself mayo, but it ain't.
Except McChicken sauce is like fucking so ultimately superior to fucking Miracle Whip.
It's retarded because it's all garbage.
And like I can still be talked into a fucking Miracle Whip sandwich every now and then, but it's got to be a specific style of sandwich and it's got to be a specific time.
It's gotta be,
most of the time, if people are like, "Yeah, I have mayonnaise," and then I'm like, "Okay," and I go like, "It's Miracle Whip," I'm like, "You fucking dumb fucking cretin! Who the fuck am I associating myself with? You can't even fucking differentiate the shit."
Bologna is shitty cheese slice.
Bologna.
Yeah, bologna, shitty cheese slice, lettuce, and Miracle Whip on some fucking white ass bread.
See, for me, I like
That's some good shit.
I like turkey with lettuce, salt, and pepper, and Miracle Whip.
I mean,
that's probably the only. That's the only.
You want to eat some bologna with some lettuce, cheese,
dude? I'd eat bologna out of someone's asshole with Miracle Whip if I was hungry enough.
There you go. So
but it's not my first choice.
Like, I will eat Miracle Whip out of the anus of men.
But if I could, I would rather have
men,
fucking...
women, and children.
Yes, and if I could, I would rather fucking eat the bologna out of men, women's, and children's ass with McChicken sauce rather than
Right?
I mean, it goes without saying. It goes without saying.
Chicken mayo sauce on. But I'm telling you, look it up. Arch Deluxe was like a peppery fucking... It wasn't regular mayonnaise. It was a fucking weird...
Okay.
It was almost like a fucking mustard mayo mix. It was almost like beige.
Ugh.
It was beige. It had like dots of brown shit.
It's like the khaki fucking Dockers fucking Birkenstocks.
And it had little specks in it. So it was like brown specks in the fucking sauce.
And they're like, this denotes pepper.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that's pepper. It's like, no, it's just
fucking advertise it.
Fleas falling in the fucking...
It's like, no, we just threw a bunch of brown crap and shredded it to make it look like there was brown shit.
We took dirt and put it through a very...
style McChicken sauce. Or McChicken mayo style sauce.
What I remember saying about like how That was another fucking...
He's like...
Hey!
He's pissed. He's like, fuck this McChicken shit.
Yeah, okay, well... Abigail!
You're crazy.
You're fucking things up, okay? Settle the fuck down.
Trying to talk about the 90s.
Yeah.
And they're fucking fucked up.
Baby girl, listen up. This is a time before you were born. Yeah. It's like the land before time. But not that far back, because sure that would make us cry.
Batman was in 96.
No, I thought it was like 94 or 95.
No, it was 1996.
Okay, well let's say, we're gonna round that between 94 and 96.
Buddy, it was June 23rd, 1996.
Well, then it's almost the anniversary. So maybe we'll release this on that day.
I don't really know the exact date, but
I know.
Yeah, maybe June 30th, June 13th, June 26th, around that time. Is June 6th.
What the fuck? You're just like... Did you like... Did you have a stroke? You're like June 6th, June 13th, June 26th, June like...
No, I was just saying, I don't really know the exact date. But
I know, but like, why did you
It was June of 1996 is when that movie came out.
Yeah, that would have been more concise to say than fucking,
It was a joke. Way to pick it apart, ass clown.
Oh, I pulled an Ed.
You pulled a quill.
Yeah, I pulled a boner. Just like Jughead from Archie Comics, he's always pulling boners.
He's always popping boners.
Yeah, pulling boners, popping boners, boner popping, boner pulling.
And you won't even fuck Ethel.
Yeah, it's like, who else?
Like, bitch, where's the cheeseburger? I'm total Jughead.
How sad is Ethel though? She's just clamoring for his dick.
Yeah,
and she's all like, baby.
It's like that thing where it's like,
I brought you a cheeseburger this time.
Baby, I want you so bad. And you're like, whatever, where's the burger, bitch? And they're like, I want you so much more now. Sometimes.
It can work in reverse, though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, other times,
I guess it
can work in the exact opposite.
Yeah, but see, that's...
now that he doesn't want me, I just want him so much more.
But that's rolling the dice, because it's like the woman has to really want...
Yeah, but see, Jughead ain't planning it. He's just doing his own thing. He's like, I really just want the burgers. I don't care what the...
Yeah, he's like, I really want the burgers. If I get my dick sucked later, that's a bonus.
Exactly.
Like, I don't even care if she's all fat and full from the burgers. Yeah, she's just not into it. But
this is a ploy to try to lure her to my dick. This is a ploy to get more burgers.
I know, but that's not what I was saying. Anyways, whatever. I digress.
I'm not even a ploy. This is just him being real. I'm like, I just want burgers. Fuck off.
He's like, I've got a lot of fucking shit to catch up on. You could just, like, take a hike. No. Fucking, I was gonna say, we were also debating what the Arch Deluxe commercials were, because I remember them being like,
they were, it's for the adults.
Yeah, so that was it?
That was it.
Okay, I thought there was something else that we fucking, like... Oh, it's the Batman sandwich. That's what we confused it with.
I'm pretty sure it was before it.
Yeah.
Around the same time.
Because they brought back the Arch Deluxe a couple times. But I think it was the initial time that they had the, like, it's for adults commercial. Yeah. And I think that was around the Batman time, because... It was
very similar time.
I remember getting taken there, like, after school.
Definitely the Batman times before it, because I was related to my father. It's the only time I've only seen my father a few times in my life. So it's like, I remember the few handful of times. First time I ever met my father, 10 years old, 9 years old maybe. Star Wars Special Edition just came out. So if anyone knows Star Wars, Special Edition just came out. Buddy takes me to KFC, brings me to Zeller's, which isn't even a fucking thing anymore.
Zeddy Bear.
And he's like, you buy anything you want. I was like, are you fucking serious?
Within reason.
It was 1994. And he fucking brought me there, and right away I went right to the toy thing. I'm like, Millennium Falcon. It was the fucking...
Like, new home entertainment system and fucking couch set.
No, yeah, that would be smart, but I'm like, no. Right away, some fat fucking kid, 1994, Millennium Falcon.
I saw my Millennium Falcon fucking nightmare because, like, at my school, I went to, like, our principal was, like, a really nice, like, old lady, and we used to call her the reading lady, because she'd come around to all the rooms, like, this is when I was, like, you know, like, grade 6, or no, I was, like, 6 years old, so I was in grade, like, 2 or 3, 6 or 7, or 7 or 8 years old, something like that, like, young, and then all her son was, like, already an adult, and she brought in all her son's, like, classic 70s Star Wars toys to the fucking library to set up, and I tripped on my fucking laces and fell into the Millennium Falcon, and I broke the Millennium Falcon, and that was the only, and I'm like, oh, surely Mrs. Bradley will be fucking kind on me because she's such a nice lady. And that was,
you bitch, you're dead to me.
Yeah, it was the only time I seen her pissed in my life.
Millennium Falcon.
And I just, it's just like, it was like, and it was like, the end of the fucking thing too, so it's like, you know, you do the little tour and it's like you start with the small figures, you go with the bigger figures, and then like the Millennium Falcon was like the showpiece, and I just like Chris Farley'd right into it.
It's so fucking classic.
And I'm like, oh cool, now I have to go back and fucking face the rest of the day at school with my peers.
What ever happened to the Millennium Falcon? My mother used to just do like hilarious bullshit things, like sell all my shit. She'd be like, yeah, oh, well, you're old enough now. I just had a yard sale, sold all your toys. I'm like,
I really needed the 50 cents.
Yeah. You just gave away my fucking childhood memories for like $1, you cunt. Because, like, dude, the 90s Millennium Falcon versus that 70s bullshit, come on. Is so fucking superior. There was buttons on it. You put batteries in it, and it had sound.
I was gonna say,
it shows all the you press the buttons. It's got like.
I've said there's only been 2 memories in my life that I see in slow motion, but actually there's 3. And the first one was me falling. I can just see it, and like I just feel like the table checking into my shoulder first, and my head like banging off the Millennium Falcon. Seeing it scattered into pieces, and like.
It's so funny how Star Wars plays a huge part of my life, like growing up. Like before, it was cool. It was like if you even knew what Star Wars was, you were a fucking fag and a dork. Yeah. And I was like, I love this shit. Yeah. And like I remember like even like being such a like in the even like before because they brought it back in '94, that same time when I went with my father. The first time I met my father.
You're Vader.
Yeah. First time I met Vader in '94. That was when they brought them back. But then it was like before that, I was already obsessed with Star Wars. Like I had a bunch of these all the '70s figures, and like I read all the comics and shit. Like growing up in like the '90s and shit.
The novels.
Yeah.
The novellas.
Even like in the fucking end of the '80s, it was like.
Didn't you make a Wookiee fucking diorama for school?
Buddy, I was obsessed with Star Wars. I'm not even going to get into how gay I was about Star Wars. Before Star Wars was cool. It's almost like it became cool and I was like, fuck you.
I know. I hate that too. And I hate that I feel that way about a lot of things, but like I just can't help it. We're just such fucking non-conformists.
And it's so funny how non-conformist I am, because I love episode 1. I fucking love that shit.
You love Jar Jar.
I fucking love Jar Jar. I fucking love that shit. I was all about it. I used to steal all the pops from 7-Eleven. I'm like, I'm getting every one of these cans.
I had all the cans too. I was collecting them and fucking. I remember too renting all the.
Dennis used to go through the trash and pick up all the fucking things and go get all the prizes.
Yeah.
They give you all the prizes at Pizza Hut.
Yeah, Pizza Hut, KFC, and Taco Bell. Yeah.
Fuck, that shit was awesome.
Yeah, I know. And I was collecting all like the game pieces and shit.
Maul. Come on, Darth Maul is one of the coolest fucking things ever created.
Remember even when you met me, fucking I had that little Darth Maul. It was like it had candy in it. It was like the little Darth Maul lightsaber thing. I was
like, whoa. I was such a fucking Star Wars fag. Me and my friends would literally like battle with fake lightsabers at like 10.
I was like, yeah.
I'd like just like play like straight up hardcore Star Wars since I was like as long as I could actually remember. Star Wars has been a huge part of my life. Like 4 years old.
I remember fucking being jealous. Like when I was in grade 8, just before we like graduated. they were like cleaning out a bunch of like the old like fucking storage rooms or whatever at the school, and they had like this one that was full of a bunch of old records and shit like that. And there was this other kid who was friends with fucking Spencer and Turner. Figures, right? He was helping clean it out, and he found like the original like Star Trek Wars. He found the original Star Wars fucking soundtrack. See, soundtrack. That's what. Like he found.
You bitch.
you're like. I look at you with contempt from now. Fuck off. He found the original Star Wars fucking soundtrack on fucking vinyl, like still with like it was like opened, but it had the plastic still on it, and he was literally galloping around like a little gay faggot, like fucking just be like wee. And I was like, "What'd you find?" I was like, "Oh god damn it, I wish I had that."
Smart man. No kid.
Yeah, I was like, he's probably still sleeping with it under his pillow.
No kid. Remember this time one of the times we went to New West, and I found the original VHS copies of the Star Wars trilogy.
What?
All 3 of the originals.
At the pawn shop there in New West?
At fucking the Salvation Army. But
the Salvation Army.
I was like, holy fuck, but we didn't have the thing to get it. I was like, I'm gonna fucking steal it.
Was that when we went to Old Spaghetti Factory?
It was around that similar time. But I mean, that is impossible to find nowadays, because it's all the shit, and like, even if you go on the net and shit, it's impossible to find, because like, the first Star Wars movie, like, Jabba is just this fat guy in like a fucking, a fur fucking vest. Then all of a sudden, in the third one, it's like, he's a fat slug. What the fuck happened, Jabba?
That's what remember my theory is that like, the original actor and George Lucas were gay lovers, and then they had they had a bad fucking fallout, and then George Lucas is like, yeah, well fuck you, you fat slug.
Yeah. He's like, and I'm number one.
And then he sent him a letter, and he was just like, and all it says is, and I'm Slave Leia.
I just can't even believe it. I was like, what the fuck was he thinking? It's just like,
he wasn't.
It doesn't make any sense. It's like, all of a sudden, Jabba is just a big fucking slug. It made no fucking sense.
But it's like, really, it's like, why didn't you think of this? Because the slug's cooler.
It's way cooler. I like, don't get me wrong, I like the third one. In fact,
we're all for Slug Jabba.
Empire will always be the best Star Wars ever created. None of them compare.
Man, we totally hijacked this from like McDonald's burgers and Batman to fucking Star Wars.
Though. I mean, come on, it's not that far.
No, I know. Yeah, it's all like
this
fandom
is the
and like
DeLuxe fucking Batman sandwich argument. Lucas is a fucking fat clown.
It's for adults.
Yeah. Lucas is a fat clown. Count Dooku Lucas is a fat clown.
Count Lucas?
Count Dooku. Can suck it. But yeah, Empire will always be the best. Jedi, I think, is the second best.
McDonald's must have been pissed that they didn't get the fucking Star Wars toys when it came back out.
It's hilarious because like Star Wars toys didn't really come out till like the late 80s.
No, I mean done. like the food restaurant toys, like how you could get like, you know what you're talking about, like you could get the game pieces or whatever for
I see what you mean.
Yeah, like, you know, at KFC you could get, cause,
in the late 90s.
You could get like, you could get like the little thing with like Anakin's fucking fucking.
They were definitely pissed. They were like, motherfucker.
I used to masturbate with some of them.
What? Okay, this just took on a whole new dimension.
No, we don't need to go to that room.
I mean, I get it. Ewan McGregor, he's a fox, right?
Yes. Sadly, that wasn't even it. Well, I mean, like,
There's a joke.
They did. I know, like, they should have been making Ewan McGregor's face on a toy for little girls to shove in their fucking pussy.
Right? No, man. It's funny that everyone always disses it so bad, but I'm like, I loved episode 1. And I was a huge Star Wars fan. But yeah, I guess I'm just a big sap, because I actually loved the new one too, when like they show Han Solo dying, like Chewbacca and shit. I was like, tear to my eye.
I know. I never even watched that one, but I didn't even need to, because I came home and like you seemed like a family member died. Yeah. You were like, so I watched new Star Wars today. I was like, oh, yeah. Like, oh yeah, well, I've been working all day.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, well, you know, my day.
Having a hard time with it.
Yeah.
Such a hard life. Jesus Christ.
Han!
Yeah.
Han!
It was
No, Han!
Yeah, it was pretty sad. But it's hilarious because when you look into it, it's like Harrison Ford always hated the movies and he hated Han Solo and always wanted him to die. Holy fuck, Harrison, you prick.
Do we know on record what his feelings are about Indiana Jones? Does he love Indy? Does he want Indy to live?
I haven't looked too much into it, but I do also love Indy.
I know. But I mean, like, I wonder what his differentiating feelings are between the two characters.
I think that he actually likes Indiana Jones a lot more. I think I remember reading this before.
That's lame. It's like, what, he's got a whip? I mean, he gets himself out of some precarious situations.
Don't you dare disrespect him.
I only disrespect him in comparison to fucking Han Solo. Because he's got a Wookiee friend and little pew-pew guns.
You know? In fact, there's a bunch of...
and he's got a cool vest.
Conspiracy theory.
Okay, well, wait.
Indiana Jones and Han Solo are part of the same family.
Okay, no, okay. There's a certain time of year where women... Wait,
Han Solo is like Indy's fucking great. Okay,
but you know what Indiana Jones dresses like. You know what Han Solo dresses like. There's a certain time of... Similar. There's a certain time of year where women start dressing like Han Solo, and there's a similar time of year where women start dressing like Indiana Jones. Would you rather fuck a woman dressed like Indy or Han?
They wear the same thing pretty much.
No, Han's got a vest.
Yeah, but Indy will sometimes have...
Just say what woman you want. You want her in fucking Indianapolis Jones fucking clothes, or do you want her in fucking Han Solo clothes?
Come on.
Really? Because you can go pew 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 to your pecker?
What a dumb question. Do you want her in a hat, a jacket, and a fucking some fucking khakis and a fucking, or do you want her in some tight ass fucking cot pants with a hot ass leather belt and a vest with a little?
But Indiana Jones has the whip. But I guess you don't want to get whipped.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But you could just overpower her and then whip her.
No. This ain't working.
Okay,
Han all the way.
Okay, who has cooler boots? Indiana Jones? Okay.
Nazi boots, period.
I can't really remember what Indiana Jones boots look like exactly.
He has regular garbage fucking
shit boots.
He wears the pants go over top of the boots. Like a fucking...
Oh, yeah, that's gay.
Yeah. So he's wearing 1940s hiking boots.
Yeah.
With the pants over top of them.
Yeah, it's like...
Brown fucking pants.
Yeah, brown leather probably, or like dark brown.
No, he's got brown fucking slacks.
Slacks.
With a fucking a fucking beige blouse and a fucking and a fucking brown leather jacket with a fucking cowboy hat. Versus Nazi boots, Nazi pants, red stripe down them and everything, hot ass leather belts.
Goose stepping all the way down the catwalk.
And a black leather vest and a fucking pirate white shirt.
I like how you fucking say blouse for him, but then you say pirate white shirt, but like a pirate could also be blouse.
No, I said a pirate blouse. A white pirate blouse.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck, that was a Beetlejuice move.
Well, I don't know, maybe, I don't know what I said. I mean, I thought I just said blouse, so I mean, obviously I'm talking about Han Solo.
No, you were talking about Indiana Jones.
No, I said a white fucking... No, I said he's wearing a beige...
It's okay.
I don't even know what I said.
It's okay. We don't need to dwell on it.
Anyways, Han Solo's way better dressed than fucking...
Okay, who has a better sidekick?
What the fuck? Chewbacca got the greatest sidekick of all time. Are you fucking kidding me for that little fucking Chinese boy? Or what the fuck is fucking Vietnamese fucking Amy, fucking wow!
You don't even know what Asian he is.
Whatever Asian he is. Chewbacca, come on! Chewbacca's even better. Chewbacca's better than Han Solo.
I was just gonna say, are you pissed that Chewbacca is the sidekick and not the main guy? Because it should have been Chewbacca. I've always been a Wookiee featuring fan. Fucking.
I've always been a fan of
and an Ewok fan.
And an Ewok fan, obsessed with Ewoks. But I think it's because of my age, because I was like not as old as all the big dorks. So I was like a young kid.
You get away with it.
Yeah. When it came out, I was like, this is for me. I was like, I fucking love them. And I loved all the
older
movies.
ones should have been touching boobies by then.
Some people don't even know that there's Ewok movies. I'm like, these are the fucking best. I'm like, the 2 fucking Ewok movies, fuck you. Those are great. The Battle for Endor and the fucking Ewok Adventure. So fucking
That's
good.
like your gospel.
Dude, I fucking, seriously, was obsessed with those movies. Like, I must have seen those movies like hundreds of times. There's a few movies that I've watched, like, retarded, like, creepy religiously. Ewok movies, Judge Dredd. Like, it's actually sad how much I used to watch Judge Dredd. Like, I don't even remember the year it came out, but it was, like, pretty late up there. It was, like, 95 or something like that.
I used to obsessively watch The Mask and fucking Ace Ventura. Like, obsessively. Like, I would just sit there and, like, recite them. Line by line.
I would literally fucking watch Judge Dredd on a Saturday in, like, 1995 on my VCR. Stop. Rewind.
Yeah, I know. That's what I would do too. Yeah, I know.
Like 10 fucking...
Yeah.
Judge Dredd with Stallone is so fucking pathetic. It's sad.
See, you know what? It's like, kids these days, they don't understand. Yeah. They can just move on to the next video. Yeah. It's all we had.
I fucking loved that Judge Dredd movie. I was, like, obsessed with Judge Dredd.
I don't... Or, yeah, there's, like... Okay, probably the... I always say the first 3 movies that I watched the most of was fucking Rocky Horror, fucking Wayne's World, Encino Man.
Dude.
Like, so fucking many goddamn
Wayne's
times.
World for me too as well. What is it, 92 or something?
Yeah, or like 1991,
Remember,
1992.
I'm like, I've seen it so many times, and then I got it from McDonald's. McDonald's used to sell VHS.
I know, I remember.
For those people that don't know.
Yeah.
You can fucking buy Wayne's World from McDonald's.
Yeah. I remember even too that you could buy like Ace Ventura, like Dumb and Dumber and shit. Like they were always like
Dumb and Dumber, Wayne's World. Those movies I've seen like a billion fucking times.
Yeah, Wayne's World is definitely Wayne's World.
Almost number 1 too for me is Wayne's World.
I'd say probably Wayne's World and Rocky Horror Picture Show, top 2.
I've definitely seen those movies. So
Encino Man probably runs close with like fucking The Mask and Ace Ventura.
The top movies definitely. Wayne's World is way the fuck up there.
I know.
Judge Dredd. Fucking.
I think that says something too, but it like really formed me as a person.
Yeah,
and it's
pretty much any Pauly show.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Not in Wayne's World, but
okay. It's like people that hate Pauly show. I'm like, I love Pauly show, except Jury Duty. That's the worst one.
Yeah. They're still good.
I mean, it's hilarious.
Fuck, I used to watch Biodome so fucking much too.
Yeah,
and that's like a later one too.
That doesn't age well.
No way, fuck. It's got the good Baldwin. Yeah, but
you know what I mean? Like, it just feels so. It's like it feels like it was made for kids. It's almost like
or they're like, hey, you guys are at the end of your career ropes. Like, you want one last chance to fucking act like fucking like immature idiots and fucking usher out the age of fucking this shitty '90s crap.
A kid who's like 9 or 10, you're like, this is hilarious.
Yeah, and you're like, I want to grow up to be like these guys.
This is the greatest movie of all time.
Should we sue them? Like, we thought that was like a viable thing you could grow up to be as, and it turns out
should we sue them?
We're pariahs of society and everyone hates us.
Yeah, those fucking movies are mental.
I hate anyone that shits on Pauly Shore.
I love fucking Pauly Shore. He's hilarious. I still think the best one is Encino Man and fucking In the Army Now or Son-in-Law.
Encino Man's the best all the way.
Encino Man is the best one. But the second best one is easily, I think, In the Army Now. In the Army Now is a good one. Or Son-in-Law. But no, Son-in-Law's not as good as In the Army Now is funnier. It's just wild.
It's funny because both those ones, like now, just because I haven't watched them in so long, like we've watched Encino Man, but they would both kind of like sort of meld together and then also meld into fucking fucking what's that Mike Myers movie? And then
Murder.
Is that it?
American Axe Murder.
Yeah. And then also melds into like.
I remember he's the fat Scottish guy.
Yeah.
In it.
Yeah.
It's like a pre-fat bastard.
Yeah, and that's like, and like his Mike Myers' Scottish impression is always like based off his dad's Scottish accent.
Yeah, and that's the guy in the American Axe Murder. He plays the fat dad. He's like,
yeah. It's funny too how people, like, a lot of people don't know that, like, the Dr. Evil, his voice is fucking Lorne Michaels.
How can you not?
I know. Well, I mean, like, it's Mike Myers pretending to be Lorne Michaels. It's not actually Lorne Michaels.
But I mean, how can you not know? It's like,
I know,
a dead ringer for Lorne Michaels.
Yeah. It's almost kind of, like, similar to fucking, what's his face there? Fucking, I'm having a brain fart. Fucking, really good shoe.
What?
You know, like, fucking, you know, that old fucking, god damn it, I'm such
Isn't that Mike Myers?
Ed Sullivan. I'm just saying Lorne Michaels kind of sounds like Ed Sullivan. I never really recognize.
Oh, right, yeah. Kiss me goodnight, Eddie. Popo Gigio. That's my grandma used to say to me always. She'd be like, kiss me goodnight, Eddie.
I think everyone's grandma was upset. My grandma had a Topo Gigio fucking candle. Like, I don't know where the fuck she got that.
But
Probably
I mean, it's
Reader's
funny
Digest, because they're, like, appealing
Ed,
to their
right?
elderly audience.
So she'd be like, kiss me goodnight, Eddie.
That's cute.
I know, it makes me sad. I lost my grandma.
Okay.
I mean, no, fucking my grandma. No, we're not talking about how awesome she was.
Your grandma was awesome. She was funny. She said my middle name was romantic, and I was like, ooh, I liked her fucking descriptive words.
And she'd always bug me. She's like, yeah, you know, I have a boyfriend and we have sex. I'd be like, ugh!
That's crazy. My grandma would never say that. My grandma would be like,
what's wrong with that? I have another French boyfriend. I'm like, no!
Your grandma liked the French dick?
Yeah, apparently.
Too much.
Too much. Even the ones that's, and like she.
How many kids did she have with your grandpa?
I don't know.
Too goddamn many. More than one. That's too goddamn many.
I think she had four of her own, and then she had like 12.
Yeah.
She was a foster parent too, so she had like 12 kids that she took care of.
So then she had 4, and then there was 6. She was just masturbating about being impregnated by your
she's like, these are mine as well.
My grandma was probably like, I had 2 kids and they were brought by the stork into the cabbage patch.
I have no idea how they came, but I decided upon my fucking chast self to take it upon myself to make sure they fucking relinquish their fucking evil ways and become part of good society.
You're a little all over the map with that one, but and it was like, oh, I just fell asleep and the Lord blessed these babies into my arms. Some kind of shit like that. Anyways, let's cut this off because we fucking, it was a good one.
Well, for the fucking point about Arcelux is a wannabe Batman.
Yeah.
I think.
And we think.
I don't know.
And they should have brought back the Batman sandwich. We think.
It was awesome.
We think.
It was so awesome.
It
was a mini sub.
Mostly sure of.
The regular style with a peppery bullshit mayo.
McChicken sauce.
Mayo sauce.
McChicken sauce.
Fuck off.
I had a McChicken sauce in your ear.
Alright.
I make chicken sauce in my pants.
I'm gonna look it up.
Kiss me goodnight, Eddie. Mwah.
Kiss me goodnight, Eddie.